Thanks, Mike. The largest outdoor cocktail party in the world has left the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville and returned to the home of the Gators after 63 years. 6 decades ago, it was 1931 when the two last squared off in Gainesville, a time when Hoover grappled with the Depression. Capone went to jail, and the Babe led in homers one last time. Time raced on, and the rivalry grew in intensity. Great games, great players, great effort that won Heisman's like number 11, a kid named Spurrier, who electrified fans. Georgia has had its moments, too, like 1980 when a national championship hinged on a 3rd and 7 play. The excitement, anticipation, and festivity of a rivalry that stands as one of the most rambunctious in all of college football. A tough ticket, but hang with us as we enter the swamp for the border war. The head coaches. Well, Ray Goff, he's lost the last 4 meetings against Florida. Last year came so very close to pulling off a huge upset up in Jacksonville. And in Spurrier's case, 15-1 against SEC teams at the Swamp. He's undefeated against Georgia. Moving forward, and the 94 meeting of the world's largest outdoor cocktail party is underway. John Jackson from the goal line. In the vicinity of the 40. So let's take a look at the starting lineups. Brought to you by Russell Athletic. For Florida, Danny Werfel. He started this game last year. It was one of his 7 starts. And may not throw quite as well as Terry Dean, but he just seems to make plays. The wide receivers. How about the situation with Aubrey Hill? He's been given a clearance to play on Thursday. He was being given blood to clean his platelets. They were taking it out of one arm and putting it in another. And on the offensive front, a lot of injuries here in Gross. Defensively, this is the way the Dogs will open it up tonight. The defensive line, boy, they got to keep pressure on the quarterback tonight. And the free spirit, Matt Storm, playing very well right now. The linebackers, well, everybody says Randall Godfrey is as good as there is in the conference. Maybe in the country, his motor's always running. And in the secondary, this is not a good sign. But Corey Johnson, the free safety, he leads the team. Looking for the end zone this time. Got a man there. Dorian, yes, has it for the touchdown. They got their ticket price worth. Blitz coming by Georgia. They go for the end zone. Dorian all alone. Touchdown, his 2nd of the night.
Quarterbacks are schooled so well here at the University of Florida. At the line of scrimmage, they look at the alignment of the safeties. They had Chris Doring as an inside receiver. Danny Werfel came to the camp here at the University of Florida.
Well, you could see the noise has cost them 5. They pulled out too quickly. They have done it again. This time Adam Meadows. And what is happening, Mike, is on the outside. This time it was Cameron Davis. They're giving him a false start.
It's 2 in a row on Georgia. But it's interesting what Florida's trying to do. Number 4 will drop out of here, but look at, they only have 4 people in the box. We talk all week about different games where people put 8 people in the box to stop the run. Here Florida's playing with 4 in the box to stop the pass. They're giving the run. Lawrence Wright, number 4, will drop in and out.
Zaire, nice throw. Hines Ward. Boy, he gets roughed up in the flat. That's a nice play by Darren Hambrick, the sophomore out of UGA Florida.
Well, Ron, I don't know what it sounds like to you and Mike upstairs, but it is positively deafening down here. You know, Florida Field isn't built in a traditional fashion as an oval. There's a lot of obtuse angles. Consequently, the sound gets trapped down here on the field. We've been to Tuscaloosa, we've been to Athens, we've been to Knoxville. Here in Gainesville, the loudest stadium by far, and it really affected Zaire and the Georgia offense that last series.
With a play action out in the flat, and this one is overthrown. He was looking for Dorian as Muschamp is out there on the coverage. That'll stop the clock, and we could be heading for the final play of this opening quarter. Ike Hilliard takes it to the 47-yard line, and that is the end of the opening quarter with our score 14-0, Florida over Georgia. 15-yard line. Blitz up the middle is coming. That's where they throw the ball, and it is caught by Dorian. First and goal, Florida. Zaire complete. That is a nice open field tackle. Ball is loose at the 40, and it's been picked up. Michael Gilmore, there are no whistles and no flags at the 5, and he will take it in. And now here comes a late flag way back at the 40-yard line.
Against the linebacker, but the linebacker's it's Ben Hanks, number 11. He makes the tackle and strips the football away from Larry Bowie. Now Michael Gilmore will come up. Very smart player, number 35, picks the football up, was number 1 in his high school class academically. And also number 1 here on the field. Picking that football up, a wise move. And
the Church on this series right here. Zaire throws it, tipped away, and now intercepted by Florida. Hambrick comes away with it. Stepped out of bounds, I think, right in front of the bench. Did he not?
no, I don't think so, Ron.
No.
In the touchdown.
Give him 6. Point attempt coming, and he drills it. 81 yards on the return.
Well, that's what you want to do with Eric Zaire, is force him to work the field, hope he'll make a mistake. Here he threw right into coverage. Lawrence Wright, number 4, Darren Hambrick, number 42 with the interception. He's off and running, comes from an athletic family. His uncle is Jim Mudcat Grant, former pitcher of the Cleveland Indians. Look at this run. That's where maybe a lot of people thought he stepped out, Ron, but he was inside. Comes number 42, Darren Hambrick. Watch his feet. Up and over. Didn't step out of bounds. Whoa, there was close there, but he didn't go out of bounds.
Great job by our camera folks. That is the end of the first half with our score. Florida 31, Georgia 7. Now let's check in with Mike Tirico for our halftime report. Michael.
Wow, a little Philippe Petit tightrope down the sidelines there on the Gators. The defense has scored twice and the offense has scored twice. At halftime, we'll recap what's been a very exciting day. We started the day with 8 unbeaten untieds. That changed. Part of the reason it changed in Lincoln, where Craig and Chris and the coach and some friends are still hanging out with them. They'll put the day in perspective. At the break, the Gators lead by 24. Halftime coming up. Don't touch the remote.
Yards on the return.
Well, that's what you want to do with Eric Zier, is force him to work the field, hope he'll make a mistake. Here he threw right into coverage. Lawrence Wright, number 4, Darren Hambrick, number 42 with the interception. He's off and running. Comes from an athletic family. His uncle is Jim Mudcat Grant, former pitcher of the Cleveland Indians. Look at this run. That's where maybe a lot of people thought he stepped out, Ron, but he was inside. Comes number 42, Darren Hambrick. Watch his feet. Up and over. Didn't step out of bounds. Whoa, there was close there, but he didn't go out of bounds.
Great job by our camera folks. That is the end of the first half with our score. Florida 31, Georgia 7. Now let's check in with Mike Tirico for our halftime report. Michael. Already scored here in the second half, looking for 7 more. Pass over the middle. It is tipped and going to be intercepted. And at the 20-yard line, the stop is made on James Bates. Pass over the middle. It is picked off. Bates. Touchdown, Florida.
Coach Bates in Atlanta for the Falcons is saying that's just what I taught him when he was a kid.
Zier intercepted by Florida, this time Dexter Daniels. Gets a good lead block. Can he turn the corner? No. Yes. Touchdown, Florida.
Ron, he may have scored that touchdown, but I'll tell you, there's a great effort by Philip Benton, number 48 of Georgia.
Down on the yard for the Florida Gators. Taylor, pressure in the backfield, gets by that defensive player, and he scores. Derek Smith just let him get right by him. Bobo going to be sacked back at the 9-yard line. Mark Campbell and Kevin Carter.
I'll set the truck for a lot of tea, a lot of hot tea. And let the clock
go down. So once again, our final score from Ben Griffith Hill Stadium in Gainesville, Florida, is the Florida Gators 52 and Georgia 14. For Mike Gottfried and Mike